Welcome back to another area of depression that we are going to be working on. And this area is body and somatic check ins, listening to your body. Our body gives us so many signs if we really pay attention to it, and it helps us to connect a lot of things. Now, people with depression or some other like really intense emotion at the moment, um, or some past trauma have a really hard time making those body connections. And hopefully, these videos will help do that for whoever has that in their life out there. And this one, particularly episode, is on moving from self criticism to body awareness. So, again, whenever we talk about like the first thing to do in any of these videos, it's always awareness. We have to be aware of whatever's going on so that we can then, of course, change it. So we have to be aware of what our body's trying to tell us. And if we aren't, then we have to actually start doing things to allow us to start to pay attention to our body. We are going to have to slow down, or when we're not being hypervigilant, or when we're not having an intense emotion at the moment, then we need to start saying, okay, what am I feeling in my body at this time? Even as simple as when you wake up and if you're still tired, right? How am I feeling tired in my body? And that can help us to start understanding how we feel other emotions in our body as well. So, we're going to shift how we relate to our body. When depression hits, it's easy to live almost entirely in our heads. You get caught in thought loops, self criticism, and mental exhaustion. While your body quietly sends you signals, you may be too numb or too busy or just too overwhelmed to actually notice those signals. And here is the truth: your body is always talking to you. It's giving you clues about fatigue, your emotions, your stress levels, and your needs. But in depression and other intense emotions or past trauma, these things, I guess, if you want to call them things, um, can actually drown out our signals with mental noise, or we're just not understanding the connection at all. And so they get ignored because we've learned to push past them. And so, in this episode, we will talk about why listening to your body does matter and how doing so can help you catch warning signs sooner, give yourself what you truly need, and build a relationship with your body that's rooted in care instead of criticism. And one of the reasons why we want to catch these warning signs sooner is because when we have intense emotions, um, when we're presented with a situation, or somebody gives us feedback, then what happens is we just react. We're not actually paying attention to ourselves and noticing that I'm getting really tense or I'm getting really sad, and maybe I need to pause and walk away and take some time. And this could be an in person situation, or it can actually be a text, even be a social media post that we come upon, or an email that we receive. So, with this video, when we talk about moving from self criticism to body awareness, where do we start? Well, we understand that our body is a source of information for us. So, your body holds a history of experiences, every emotion, every stressor, every moment of relief. And while your mind can tell stories that aren't always accurate, your body speaks in sensations, right? Heaviness, restlessness, warmth, tightness. Think of these sensations like little notifications. Your body's way of saying, you need rest. Something feels unsafe. You're carrying too much tension. Listening to these cues can help you care for yourself before things spiral into a bigger crash for you. And so here's a reflection prompt. When was the last time your body tried to tell you something before your mind caught up? These reflection prompts are really great to do in the mornings or in the evenings or once a week to kind of get you to start thinking about these things. So, where else are we going to go when we move from self criticism to body awareness? Well, why depression makes body awareness harder? Maybe we should understand that a little bit. So, depression often numbs physical sensations or blends them into one big feeling of heaviness. So, you may feel disconnected from your body, almost like it's just something that you drag around. Self-criticism can make it worse for us. You may be thinking, I should be doing more, and that's going to drown out, I'm exhausted and I need rest. This disconnect can lead to missing hunger cues, ignoring muscle tension, or pushing yourself past your limits. So, awareness is the first step to reconnecting. And you can't care for something that you don't notice at all. So now, where else do we go in this moving from self-criticism to body awareness? Well, we just move, right? We listen to our body, we're aware of what our body's doing, and then hopefully we explore it in a more healthier, gentle way. And so instead of judging what we notice, we're going to practice observing without trying to fix it right away. We're going to swap, ugh, why am I so tired, with I'm feeling low energy. I wonder what my body needs right now. You don't have to solve everything, just noticing is progress. And curiosity builds trust. Over time, your body learns that you're listening and it will send you clearer signals. And really, we're just understanding how to pay attention to those signals so that when they send us more, we know what is going on. And so try this mantra. If you need some sort of thought replacement when we're having a hard time, I can notice without judging. So let's recap and wrap this up. So your body is your partner. It is not a problem. Your body is not the enemy. It's not failing you. It's speaking to you. When you learn to listen, you create space for self-care that's grounded in reality and not grounded in shame. In the next episode, we'll take this further by learning how to map physical sensations, a practical tool to help you understand what your body is saying at every given moment. And for now, why don't you just take a minute to pause, scan from your head to your toes, and just notice what's here, what's speaking to me. Because awareness is the beginning of healing. So now we're at the comment section. This is your chance to comment on anything throughout the video that you would like to, or anything that's happening in your life at the moment, or anything in the past too that you might want some help with or some insight for. Feel free to comment. And if you're having a hard time and not really sure what to comment on, why don't we just try with, do you listen to your body? Does your body have cues, and can you hear those cues? And where do you feel those cues in your body? So when we talk about that, that means like anger is a lot of times felt in people's jaws when they tighten them, or their fist, or some other muscle is tightening. You know, when we're sad, we feel it in our eyes because we usually have tears or we have a frown. And when we're anxious, a lot of times that can be our heart or in our belly. So there's different places that we feel different emotions. And so if this video resonated with you today, take a breath before you go. Let what you heard settle in. You're not alone on this journey, and you never have to do it all at once. So if you're feeling like it, like the video so more people can find it, subscribe for new content every week and really every day, and tiny steps, real talk, and honest healing. And if you made it this far, here is some journals that I created in a children's book. They go hand in hand with these videos to just kind of help you increase healthy behaviors and decrease any behaviors that we are struggling with or really get negative reactions with. There's an anxiety journal, a self-love, self-discovery, and self-discipline journal, and a beach journal that has 12 different areas of your life that are just beach themed. And they're just, again, supposed to go hand in hand with these videos. And then there's the children's book, where your child will learn what bravery is, courage, and their own spark is. And then at the end, of course, there are worksheets for them as well, where they get to discover their own courage, bravery, and inner spark. And this will hopefully help them to start understanding that they have what they need inside of them in order to do the hard things in life. So thank you again for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day.